Hi everybody, it's Grace. This is kind of funny. I'm in a small, beautiful old room in a building that was probably built in the early 1900s in Ottawa, Canada. I'm on a trip, and this was a stopover for one night only before I head north with a whole group of people to partake in a program that's going to be for 2 years called Orphan Wisdom School. I'm really excited. But I thought I'd make you a short, quick video this morning. I don't want to talk too loud, isn't that funny? Because there's people around. And let you know of something that is often brought up with people when they are concerned about eating issues or even just afraid, anxious about new places. No matter what, when you're not at home in a repetitive, same place that you are creating for yourself, whatever that is in home. Many of us have had different homes. But when you take yourself out of it and off you go, things change that are basic necessities. Your bed's different, the towel's different, where you bathe is different, where you find food is different. And a lot of people get really anxious about traveling and eating. I mean, what am I going to do when I go, on this long planned vacation? How am I going to eat? Someone was just sharing with me only a couple of weeks ago from an Eating Peace program that she's about to travel and she wants to eat and taste the food of the country. She's also worried that she's going to gain weight and kind of go off. Well, just remember this. Everywhere you go, you're taking yourself with you. And what I mean by yourself is just take a moment now and see. It's this thing on the inside of you. This like your life force, who you are. It has been with you since you were born. You can feel it. You can be in touch with it. It's a sense of who you really are that is timeless and here and present, ready for duty. Not really. It's relaxed. It's got an unconditional acceptance, an unconditional positive regard for you. It never leaves you. It's always with you. Unconditionally affectionate, not interested in ever betraying or abandoning you. In fact, it couldn't. It's just this life force pulsing through you, always here. And you take that with you everywhere you go when you go on vacation. And in Eating Peace, if you've listened to videos that I've done, or if it's your brand new first video you've ever watched of me, then welcome. What this is about is being in touch with that center of yourself. When it comes to eating, that center of yourself, this thing, is in here the whole time. Even if you feel really anxious or upset or angry or like something bad's happening, like your luggage is lost or you can't find, where you're walking or something like that. So even if you have anything like that going on, this centered place is in you, and it's not necessary to cover up your emotions and your feelings with food or eating. Even if you do, this centered place remains intact. I'm sure you've noticed. It's always here. It's here supporting you. It's here waiting for you to make contact with it. It's like a silence, I know. It's tricky because it's got a soft feel to it. It's not like the loudness or when you get super anxious or when you are really nervous or you're upset with the person and it feels like that's lost for a little while because you're activated by what's going on outside of you. But you always come back to it. Just be in touch a little more with that as you travel. And ask yourself, close your eyes if you need to when you're about to eat a meal. I'm going to taste this. I'm going to eat this beautiful food. Thank you so much. And I'm going to stop when I start getting that feeling on the inside that's connected to all of this, a feeling of fullness. Often in my retreats, in every live in-person retreat, I talk about the scale, the hunger scale of 0 to 10 that I first learned from Janine Roth. 10 is stuffed, full. 0 is you're absolutely empty. You always want to stop at about a 7. 7 is satisfied, perfect, not too full, kind of pleasant, a pleasing feeling of done, satiated. That's right there on the inside with this whole thing. You can stay in touch with it. So just be there with the meals, be there with the environment when you're traveling, being there with your new place that you're going to see and discover. Things are changed, things are different. It's not home, but it's an exploring adventure of life. And so you can do that with a food. You can take that with you. If you did that with most of your bites on any vacation or travel, you stayed with the inside of yourself, stayed in touch with a 7, satisfied, and then you begin to eat. If you get down to a 3, you figure out what you're going to eat next. If you do that while you're on a vacation and you're traveling, you will have 0 problem. There will be no overeating. There will be nothing wrong. Nothing will go wrong. Just stay with that the whole time, the deep inner sense of yourself. It'll be okay. Slow down. All right, I'm going to go out there and do that myself right now and figure out where I'm going to eat breakfast. Bye, everybody.